Have you ever been told to steer clear of sweet fruits if you have diabetes? Maybe you've stood in the grocery store, staring at a shiny red apple or a juicy bunch of grapes thinking, nope, better not. I can't take the risk. It's something many of us have heard for years. Sugar is bad, and anything that tastes sweet must be worse. But what if that message isn't the whole story? What if the familiar fruits you pass by every week, bright, colorful, naturally sweet, are actually good for you, especially when eaten the right way? New research is flipping the script on what we thought we knew about fruit and diabetes. Some sweet fruits don't just avoid causing harm, they actively help your body. They can lower blood sugar, support digestion, and reduce inflammation, which is a big deal as we age. In today's video, we're breaking down 5 sweet everyday fruits that are easy to find and surprisingly helpful, especially for older adults who want to feel more energized, less inflamed, and more in control of their blood sugar. We'll talk about why these fruits work, how to enjoy them wisely, and one small tweak that could make a big difference in your daily routine. And hey, before we dive in, hit that subscribe button and turn on the bell so you don't miss out on more simple, powerful health tips made just for you. If you're enjoying this so far, type 1 in the comments. If not, type 0 and let me know how I can do better. Let's jump into the first one. Strawberries. Strawberries. Sweet, but smarter than you think. Strawberries might bring back fond memories. Summer picnics, backyard gardens, or that small dessert your spouse used to make. They've always been a symbol of natural sweetness and nostalgia. But for years, many people, especially those with diabetes, were told to avoid them. Too much sugar, they said. Too risky. But times have changed, and so has the science. Strawberries, despite their sweetness, actually help reduce how much sugar your body absorbs. That's because they contain anthocyanins, natural plant compounds that slow sugar absorption. Translation? You get the sweet taste without the blood sugar spike. And that's just the beginning. Strawberries are loaded with antioxidants, which help reduce inflammation, a common issue for older adults. If you've ever woken up with stiff knees, sore hands, or a nagging lower back, you know what inflammation feels like. Adding strawberries to your diet could help calm some of that. These little red gems also support your digestion and heart health, and they can even help with memory. A single cup offers enough fiber to help your gut without making you feel too full. But beyond the physical benefits, there's something emotionally powerful about strawberries. They're a simple joy. When you eat something sweet, refreshing, and guilt-free, it reminds you that taking care of yourself doesn't have to feel like punishment. Many older folks say they feel more alive, more in control, and even happier when they include strawberries in their weekly routine, especially as an afternoon snack paired with almonds or plain Greek yogurt. So next time you see that bowl of bright red berries in your fridge, don't hesitate. Grab a few, eat them slowly. Let them remind you that healthy eating can still be joyful. Now let's talk about another fruit that often gets misunderstood. Grapes. Grapes, tiny, but mighty for blood. Sugar grapes are one of the most misunderstood fruits when it comes to diabetes. They're sweet, juicy, and small enough to snack on without much thought. But a lot of people worry, are they too sweet to be safe? Let's clear things up. Grapes contain a powerful plant compound called resveratrol, mostly found in the skins. This little nutrient has been studied for its role in improving insulin sensitivity, basically, helping your body use sugar more efficiently. That's especially important as we age, and our natural insulin response slows down. So when you eat grapes, you're not just enjoying a tasty treat. You're also helping your body manage sugar better. And like strawberries, grapes are rich in antioxidants that fight inflammation and oxidative stress, two big contributors to complications. With diabetes, joint pain, and even memory problems, these benefits make grapes more than a snack. They're a kind of gentle medicine. Now the key is moderation and balance. You don't want to eat an entire bag in one sitting, but a small handful of grapes paired with a source of protein, like a piece of cheese or a few walnuts, can be a satisfying, blood sugar-friendly snack. Plus, grapes are easy. They're available year-round. They're portable and they don't need any prep. Just rinse and eat. You can toss them in a spinach salad, serve them with cottage cheese, or even freeze them for a cool treat on hot days. Frozen grapes can feel like dessert without any added sugar or guilt. Grapes remind us that we don't always need pills or fancy supplements. Sometimes nature already offers what we need. We just need to look at it differently. All right, next up, a fruit that's been with us forever, but still has more to offer than you might think. Apples. The original daily remedy. You've probably heard it 1,000 times. An apple a day keeps the doctor away. It's one of those old sayings that seems too simple to be true. But you know what? There's a reason people have been saying it for generations. Apples are like the quiet, reliable friend who's always there for you. They don't shout for attention with exotic names or trendy diets. They're just dependable. And when it comes to blood sugar, digestion, and heart health that matters. Despite their naturally sweet taste, apples are built smart. They're full of soluble fiber, especially pectin, which slows down sugar absorption. That means your blood sugar stays steady instead of spiking. No crashes, no jitters, just consistent natural energy. But the benefits go beyond sugar control. That same fiber helps with digestion and can ease constipation, something many people quietly struggle with as they age. And apples can help lower cholesterol too. All of this from a fruit that's probably already sitting in your kitchen. There's also a comfort in biting into a crisp apple. The texture, the sound, the familiar taste, it's grounding. It reminds you of autumn harvests, lunch boxes, or maybe even a pie made with love. Need a snack? Slice up an apple and pair it with almond butter or sharp cheddar for a tasty, balanced biting. Apples are also great baked or stewed for a warm treat on cooler days. And here's a final thought. Eating apples isn't just good for your body. It's an act of self-respect. It says, I care about what I put in my body, and I don't have to give up the things I enjoy to stay healthy. Up next, we're taking a detour to the tropics for a fruit that might surprise you with its benefits. For mango, a tropical treat with unexpected power. Mango. Just the name brings warmth. You can almost feel the sunshine and smell the tropical air. But if you've been managing your blood sugar, you might have been told to stay away from too sweet, they say, too indulgent. But here's a question. What if mango's bad reputation isn't quite fair? Truth is, mango isn't just about sugar. It's about balance. Yes, it tastes sweet, but it's also rich in fiber, which helps slow down how quickly that sugar hits your bloodstream. When you eat mango in moderation, especially paired with protein or healthy fat, your body can process it gently, without the wild blood sugar roller coaster. And mango brings more to the table than sweetness. It's packed with vitamin C, which is essential for a strong immune system, something we all need more of as we age. It also contains vitamin A, important for eye health and skin repair. Plus, mango has compounds that support fat metabolism and reduce oxidative stress, both of which play a role in reducing chronic inflammation. If you've been feeling tired, achy, or mentally foggy, those mango nutrients might be just what you need. But mango isn't just healing physically. It lifts the spirit. One bite can take you back to summers as a child, standing barefoot in the backyard with juice dripping down your chin. It connects you to joy. And believe it or not, that emotional boost can help you stick with a healthy routine, because eating well shouldn't feel like punishment. It should feel good. Here's how to enjoy mango smartly. Slice up half a mango and serve it with plain Greek yogurt or a few almonds. The protein helps balance the sugar. Or toss mango cubes into a salad with greens and grilled chicken. It becomes a vibrant, flavorful meal that supports your energy and blood sugar. Choosing mango means saying yes to life's pleasures, but in a mindful way. It's not about denying yourself. It's about learning how to embrace sweetness in a way that works for your body. Now, we've got one more fruit to cover before we talk about which ones to be cautious with. This one's a true classic. You know it well, but you might not know just how powerful it can be. Oranges. a bright citrus boost for mind and body. There's something deeply comforting about an orange. Maybe it's the smell when you peel one open, that fresh, tangy burst that fills the air. Or maybe it's the way each segment pulls apart perfectly, just enough juice to satisfy. Not so much that it's messy. Whatever it is, oranges have long been a staple in lunchboxes, breakfast tables, and winter fruit bowls. But many people with diabetes avoid them, afraid of the sugar content. So let's set the record straight. The real issue isn't oranges, it's orange juice. When you drink orange juice, you're getting all the sugar with none of the fiber, and that leads to a fast blood sugar spike. But when you eat the whole fruit, you get everything: fiber, hydration, and slow-releasing natural sugars. That fiber, especially the membrane between orange segments, plays a huge role in controlling how quickly sugar enters your bloodstream. That means more stable energy and fewer crashes. Your body thanks you for that kind of slow, steady nourishment. Oranges also come loaded with vitamin C, which supports your immune system. That's especially valuable as we age, when our natural defenses start to decline. They're also high in potassium, which can help manage blood pressure and reduce water retention, two issues many older adults deal with daily. But here's something even more powerful. Oranges contain flavonoids, plant compounds that reduce inflammation, support blood circulation, and may even help protect brain function. That's a lot of benefit from a fruit you can toss in your bag and eat anywhere. No blender, no fancy prep. Just peel, eat, and enjoy. Oranges also offer something emotionally rich. They remind us that simple pleasures still matter. A small orange paired with a boiled egg or a few almonds makes a perfectly balanced snack. Or toss some orange slices into a salad with olive oil and sunflower seeds for a refreshing citrusy meal. Eating an orange isn't just a nutrition choice. It's a little act of self-care. A reminder that even in the busiest, most complex times of life, you can still slow down, breathe in that citrus scent, and enjoy something good. Now that we've covered 5 fruits that help your body, let's take a minute to talk about the other side. Because not all fruits play fair, especially when you're managing diabetes and age-related challenges. Fruits to be cautious with. It's not about fear, it's about wisdom. So after hearing how strawberries, grapes, apples, mangoes, and oranges can actually support blood sugar, it might be tempting to think, hey, all fruit must be great. But here's where we need to be smart. The truth? Not all fruits are equal, and that's okay. It doesn't mean you should fear food. It just means you need to understand how your body reacts to different types of fruit. Let's start with something many people love: fruit juice. Even when the label says 100% natural, juice has no fiber. That's a problem. Fiber is what slows sugar absorption and gives your body time to process it gently. Without fiber, that glass of orange juice in the morning hits your bloodstream fast, just like soda would. Your blood sugar spikes, then crashes. Not great. Another tricky category: dried fruits. Think raisins, dates, dried mango. They might seem small and harmless, but they pack the sugar of several whole fruits into just a few bites. Plus, all the water has been removed, so there's nothing to slow down digestion. That means a handful of dried fruit can lead to a surprising blood sugar spike, especially for older adults with slower metabolism and decreased insulin response. Even fruits that seem healthy can cause trouble depending on how ripe they are. For example, a brown spotted banana is much higher in sugar than a firmer, slightly green one. That's because the starch in bananas turns into sugar as they ripen. So if you're watching your blood sugar, go for the less ripe banana. It's gentler on your system. And then there are tropical fruits like pineapple and watermelon. These can be part of a healthy diet, but they need to be treated with care. The problem isn't the fruit, it's the portion size and the timing. Eating a big bowl of watermelon on an empty stomach? That's going to hit your blood sugar hard. But a few cubes alongside protein or fat? That's much more manageable. Here's the takeaway: you don't have to cut out all these fruits. You just need to understand them and treat them with respect. Pay attention to portion sizes. Pair fruits with protein or healthy fats. And most importantly, listen to your body. Our bodies change as we age. That's not failure. It's just reality. And knowing what works best for your body right now is a form of wisdom. In the next section, we'll tie it all together. How to build a daily fruit routine that supports your energy, stabilizes your blood sugar, and keeps your meals joyful and meaningful. 7. Bring it all together. A new way to see health. Let's pause for a moment. We've talked about what fruits can help you. Strawberries, grapes, apples, mangoes, oranges, and we've covered the ones you should approach with more awareness. But here's the bigger message that matters most. Your body deserves better, and you don't have to choose between health and happiness. Because health isn't just a list of foods to avoid or numbers on a chart. It's how you feel when you wake up in the morning. It's whether your joints ache or your thoughts feel foggy. It's about having the confidence that you're making choices that support you, not punish you. For many people, especially older adults living with diabetes, fruit has become something to fear. But the truth is, when eaten with care and balance, fruit isn't the enemy. It's a healing gift. It's not about cutting out all sweetness. It's about understanding the difference between sweetness that nourishes and sweetness that overwhelms. When you choose strawberries in the afternoon instead of a packaged snack, or enjoy a crisp apple with a spoonful of almond butter, you're not just eating better, you're sending a message to yourself. I matter. I'm worth the effort. I still deserve joy. These fruits are more than food. They're connection, they're culture, they're memories. They're the flavors of childhood and family gatherings, of quiet mornings with a cup of tea, and the comfort of something familiar. They bring us back to who we are and who we still want to be. And that's not just poetic. That's powerful. Every time you choose a piece of fruit that supports your body, you're taking a small but meaningful step toward better well-being. These aren't dramatic changes. They don't require a whole new lifestyle. They just require one choice repeated with care. Maybe that starts today. Maybe today you choose to slice up some mango and pair it with Greek yogurt instead of reaching for a cookie. Maybe you pop a few frozen grapes in your mouth after lunch instead of sugary snacks. Maybe you sprinkle cinnamon on apple slices and let yourself savor it slowly, without guilt. And maybe that moment of kindness to yourself sparks a ripple effect. Because when we treat ourselves with care, everything else starts to change. Our mindset, our energy, even our relationships. People notice when you feel good, and it starts with simple things, like fruit. Let's not forget, too, that your choices also inspire others. Whether it's your spouse, your neighbor, or your grandchild, your small, steady steps create an example. You show them that aging doesn't mean giving up pleasure or giving into restriction. It means evolving, adapting, and living more intentionally. So what can you do next? Let's build a daily fruit plan, one that works with your lifestyle, not against it. A simple, effective daily fruit routine. Here's a template you can start using today. Remember, this isn't rigid. It's flexible, just like you. Morning. Choose a whole fruit with fiber, like half a greenish banana, a small apple, or an orange. Pair it with protein, a boiled egg, plain yogurt, or a few nuts. Afternoon. Reach for 1-2 cup of strawberries or 5-7 grapes. Combine it with a small piece of cheese or a tablespoon of nut butter. Evening, optional treat. Enjoy a small bowl of mango or baked apple slices with cinnamon. Add a protein boost, Greek yogurt, cottage cheese, or a handful of sunflower seeds. Key tips. Always pair fruit with protein or healthy fats. Avoid fruit juices and limit dried fruits unless measured carefully. Stick with fresh, whole, and moderate portions. Listen to how your body responds. Everyone is different. This isn't about counting every calorie or eliminating entire food groups. It's about harmony, about reconnecting with what feels right, not just what looks good on paper. And here's the best part. When you start eating in a way that supports you, everything else becomes easier. Your energy evens out, your sleep improves, your cravings lessen. You feel capable again. It all starts with one bowl of fruit. The wisdom that comes with age, as we age, something beautiful happens, if we allow it. We begin to realize that perfection isn't the goal. Peace is. Not just peace of mind, but peace in your body. And peace comes from learning how to live with your body, not against it. You don't have to eat like you did when you were 30. You don't have to cut everything out. You just have to listen to what nourishes you, energizes you, and brings you joy. If fruit does that, and science shows it can, then it belongs in your life. This is your chance to reclaim the sweet things, to say yes to strawberries, grapes, apples, mangoes, and oranges, not with fear, but with knowledge, with strategy, with gratitude, and to let go of guilt, because guilt doesn't belong at your table. Let's reflect. If this message resonated with you, if it reminded you of your story, your habits, or your hopes, share it. Tell someone. Leave a comment with the number 1 if this was helpful, or 0 if there's something we can improve. Your voice matters. Your journey matters. You can also subscribe to this channel for more thoughtful health insights designed for people like you, people who want to live well, with wisdom and joy. And if you're ready to take that next step, here's a challenge. Reflect on just one idea from this video that stuck with you. Write it down, post it in the comments. Tell a friend. That simple act of sharing turns knowledge into action, and action into change. So here's to sweet choices, strong bodies, and simple joys. You deserve them all. No matter your age, no matter your diagnosis, you still have the power to shape your health story and enjoy every delicious moment along the way. Thanks for watching. I'm glad you're here. Let's keep growing together.